Welcome to Pandemic Apparel. I recently purchased an industrial sewing machine and decided to make a quick tutorial. Here you see me lifting the head and filling it with oil. Industrial sewing machines are great and has a built-in pump producing automatic lubrication and allows for the high sewing speed. With this said, I want to warn you if you end up using one to keep your fingers clear of the presser foot. I've seen people sew their fingers because they weren't careful. To thread the sewing machine, place a spool of thread on the spindle holder. Lead the thread across the top into the first thread guide. Continue to thread across the top of the machine into the second thread guide and through the tension disc. Lead the thread to the top guide, then wrap around and insert the thread onto the bottom guide. Guide the thread down to the right of the tension disc and lead the thread into and under tension spring level. Note that I'm flossing the thread into the tension disc to make sure it's securely in. Lead the thread under the thread guide. Then guide the thread back up and insert both pieces of thread into the guide. Lead the thread through the hole of the take-up level. Thread down and through the thread guide. Continue to thread into the clamp near the needle holder. Then guide the thread through the eye of the needle, left to right. Threading the bobbin. Place a spool of thread on the spindle holder. Then thread through the first guide and through the tension disc, making sure to floss the thread so it's securely in place. Place the thread through one of the holes in the bobbin and place it in the stud. Push the bobbin winder away from you. While holding onto the thread, press down on the presser foot. The thread should snap clean off. Just continue threading the bobbin until it stops. Threading the bobbin case. Check to see that the bobbin rotates counterclockwise. Pass the thread through the slit and pull the thread. By doing so, the thread will pass under the tension spring and come out from the notch. Also check the bobbin case tension. If you hold the thread while the bobbin is in the case, it should stay in place like so. If the bobbin case falls, you need to adjust the tension of the bobbin case. Drawing up the bobbin thread. First hold the needle thread and with the other hand, turn the balance wheel until the needle completely lowers into the bobbin area. Rotate the balance wheel until the needle starts to bring up the bobbin thread. Then pull up the looped bobbin thread. Place both threads behind the presser foot. Inserting or removing the bobbin case. The bobbin case has a latch that prevents the bobbin from falling out. To insert or remove the case, just open the latch.